guys, heading down to the shop. I had a busy day as usual. So I got that Detroit most of the way torn down. I'm gonna get my parts ordered this morning for it, but we're gonna get that planetary housing stuck on the 8420T. Get the drive sprocket back on it, and steering pump back in, or steering motor back in it. Get the track on it, and get that son of a gun out of there, and then I got a dump truck. I gotta go pull the oil cooler off the 60 series on a dump truck, Peterbilt. It's leaking real bad. The gasket where it mounts to the side of the box leaking. And then I don't know. I got a 6430 John Deere out at a feed lot. I spliced some wires about 2 weeks ago. Spliced a bunch of wires together and told them that, you know, eventually you're gonna have to put a wiring harness in this thing. It's just shot. And they started acting up on them again. So he said, just get a wiring harness for it. Just quit messing with it. So I gotta, by next day or that, it's supposed to be here today. I don't know if we're gonna make it out there today or not. By the time the freight shows up, it'll probably be you know, noon when it shows up over there at Merrill at Deere. By the time we get it back to McDowell, it'll be 2 o'clock, and you'll already be into some project, so you might as well just do it the next day. But anyway, so we'll go down here and we'll get this old 8420T going and get the dump truck fixed, and then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start putting my 6170R motor together finally. So there's beautiful Mount Shasta, if you can see it. I'm trying to see if you can see that through the camera lens there. Point that up a little bit. There it is, kind of over there in this direction over here. Oh yeah, I got to put an injector in my service truck too. Yeah, forgot about that. See how bad it's shaking? It's missing right now. I thought I had a flat tire yesterday. Oh god, there goes Megan. I gotta call her. She's gotta pick up a part for that. She actually has to pick up the gasket for the dump truck. So I'll be back. I gotta get a hold of that gal. Guys, we got all our new Planet gears, new shafts, 240 needle bearings. Good times. Take one of your thrust washers. Start off with. Take you a block of wood like that. Got some grease here. I take a little grease, tack up my thrust washer so it kind of sticks to the gear too. And I'll take my gear and lay it on top of my thrust washer. Try to get it centered the best I can. And I take that grease and coat the inside of my gear real good. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, kind of coat the bottom half, because when you shove the spacer in, there's 2 rows of needles that go in there. And every time you coat the whole thing, what happens is when you shove the spacer down there, it just shoves all that grease right back down, so it don't really do a whole lot of good. Okay, should be enough to start putting needles in it. And here's all the new needles. Let's see here, let me get a little bit cleaner rag and we'll dump the needles out on them. Kind of, I'll show you one gear, I'll do the rest of them. It's kind of a slow process. Okay, start laying them in there up against your thrust washer. Oh, come on. Be good to me. Sometimes when you got your hand in there trying to Get all that stuff centered. It wants to move around on you too, so your gear actually wants to move around on your thrust washer. Make sure that you guys can see it. I don't know. It'd be nice if I had some kind of viewfinder, or I could see where the camera was pointing. See, if I had the camera set stationary, there'd be no way in hell you guys could be able to see anything here. And the wind's gonna start blowing the trash everywhere now. Now I'm gonna have to go probably quit what I'm doing and go get that stuff put in the dumpster before it ends up all over the damn property here. You figured they would have put one sack and had enough for in one sack of those needles to do one row, you know. But they don't. That would require a little bit of forethought. The shipping department is obviously completely separated from the functionality of the repair department. Alright. This thing will be, everything in it will be new. I mean, the thrust washers, there's no need to change those. They're not really a wearable item. When you're putting it in, the flat side of the thrust washer goes towards the inside of the carrier. Okay, let me see if I can get this one in here without dropping it like that. And I'll lift my magnet in there on the hay squeeze. Alright, spacers. Where are the spacers? I gotta pull that one gear out there and take the needles out of it and get it set up with new parts. Shove that down in there like that, up against your gear, or your needles, and then start, get you some grease and tack up the top part of this. Alright, here we go. And then, of course, you stick another thrust washer on top, and you're in business. The top row is a lot easier than the bottom row, because you're not reaching down, way down there to the bottom of the gear, trying to get the whole shit in there. And the little bolt that goes in there that holds it is torqued to 159 inch-pounds. I got so much damn grease on my hands I can't get the sack open. Oh, there's a truckload of bins. Truckload of bins for strawberry seasons. These guys are all getting all wound up with this warm weather. Oh, come on. Kind of a slow process. Alright, the other thrust washer and kind of cock it the same way the other one is. That way when you put it in there, it all kind of matches up. And And you got to be really careful when you go back in there with it. Flat side's pointing that away. And I got a hold down bolt in there. Alright, scrap iron. We don't want these anymore. This project has developed all kinds of scrap iron. Here's our new shaft. Now let's get it set in there first. Get it clocked where I can get a hold of it. Okay. This one over here is the hardest one because the dowel is right in your way, and it's a tight fit getting it in there past that dowel. Okay, so we got everything 122 foot-pounds, got our preloader and our bearing set right. These ring gear, the ring carrier bolt torques, these are 270 foot-pounds, 270. So we got our anaerobic sealer on here. Now I got my guide studs in. Now I'm gonna go get my brand new sun shaft and sun gear. Oh. Get my coveralls all in the. Just gonna go up and just kind of sit there until we get that in there and our snap ring. Okay. I wanted to say thank you very much to Otis Smith, one of the viewers. Otis has sent me $5,000. I mean, I can't even. I'm so bullheaded. I kind of wanted to send it back. I don't know. I feel like I take advantage of somebody sending me something like that. I'm not used to somebody giving me anything, you know. Especially if I didn't do anything for it. I really appreciate your generosity. I mean, it's definitely going to help a lot going towards the service truck, I'll tell you that. That money will definitely be put to good use. Okay, let's see if we can get this thing picked up here. What the heck's going on? We need to get her. This thing here's not acting right. There. That's what I'm wanting right there. Kind of would like it. There we go. Get her swung around there to where it's kind of trying to center itself. It's not sliding through here very well. Now, I need. What am I going to do here? Let's actually, what I need to do is come maybe something like that. Maybe let's try to get it centered. Nah, back this way a little bit. That's pretty good. Okay, so we got a dowel hole here, one straight across. Where are these at? They're right by the bolts that I got in it. But I'm 100, what am I? I'm 180 out. So one's going to be closer than the other one. So then that whole spread from that one. Hard to tell. I think I'm right. I guess we're going to find out. Just right quick, make sure everything is turning freely on our planet gears. That one must have a little bit more grease in it than the other one because it turned a little bit stiffer. Nothing's binding up, everything's good to go there. Alright. What I should do to make this a little simpler, to line up my holes better, is let's put the guide studs right by the dowels. That way we know where to twist it. And I know I can twist the hub. That's what I can do. Instead of trying to twist this, rotate the hub this way. I'm on this side. And I can do the same thing over here. Alright, let's see what we got. I need to go more this way. Dowel's right there. I think that's a pusher hole, because that's a pusher hole. That pusher hole, okay, I see it just goes down in there. So, but I think this pusher hole's right. Okay, I see what's going on. I see. Too many daggum holes. There should be in the right spot. How about this one here? No, I'm way off over here. Right there. Now this one came off. I gotta go down just a touch more. Right over there. Should be good to go. Alright. Now we gotta get everything splined up. Must be needing to spin that sun gear a little bit or something. That one tried to go down a little bit. Alright, supposedly 200 and I'm gonna torque that. You know what I'm gonna do, guys. Dang it, I got my floor sweep in there though. Or my floor sweep, what the hell am I talking about? I got my sealant in there though. I need to torque it. How am I going to do this? And make it stay still for me. Alright. Let's think things through here a little bit. Be a little bit ingenuitive. I got a service truck right here with some D-rings on it. Use that. Just like that. God, they put those little things on there. Alright, let's see what happens. Yeah. Let me go get a permanent marker and I'll mark these so I know which ones I torqued, which ones I didn't. That carrot in the office and I hadn't even unlocked it today. Oh. Okay. Got the permanent marker right here. I have to go put them back in that drawer every time I get done using them because I am terrible about losing pens and markers and paint markers. I just have to put them up every time or I'll lose the damn things. So which one did I torque there? See what I mean? I think it was that one. Yeah, it was this one right here. Okay. Straight across. Yeah, you know what? Shouldn't need that now. I'll just go that one, then go to that one. It ain't a head bolt, for Christ's sakes, you know. here. I think we got them all. Let's go around in a circle. Make sure we got every one of them. Oh, see, I missed one. Somehow I missed one. Missed two of them. I don't know how the hell it did that. Well, that's why you check them. Sometimes you're just a lane brain, you know. I got them all now. These here, I'm just going to rattle them down with the impact. Good and snug. They're just blank, so then pusher holes. I need to rotate that thing back so I can get my chain off. Hey Daisy, how you doing, sweetie? Oh, you got dirt all over you, huh? Come here, babe. Come here, babe. Oh. Door's open on the pickup. You can lay in the pickup if you want, huh? Yeah, you can, sweetheart. All right. Okay. Here's where we got to be careful and not drop stuff and tear stuff up. All right. How am I going to do this? Let's get the forklift. Kind of need to get it set up to where if I can get it set up, well, it doesn't really. I'm trying to think this through here. Those fittings need to get it kind of set on the forks to where tomorrow morning, basically, stick it on there and you're ready to go. It's gonna go like this. I guess it doesn't really matter because I should be able to grab it here on this part of the hub because this part will turn and I can just twist that part to line it up. I mean, that's the theory anyway. Thing kind of set to where it'll kind of catch it and just let it down. Big chunk of metal, I'll tell you that. back up a little bit. I need to back up a little bit. There it is. That's that glove that was all melted on that was in there. Alright. Look at that, it's like a damn glove. Well, still got to get this pin out of here. I got a bolt here. I'm going to weld onto that pin, get my slide hammer, and then I'm going to tap on it for a little bit. And if it don't come, I'm going to heat it and then pull it. But I had some farmers that are locals here, been around for a long time. I always give them a hard time, but they stopped by this morning and I was giving them a hard time because the guy says, he says, you going to weld on that pin? He says, you got the batteries unhooked? And I said, the what? He said, the battery unhooked. And I said, the battery? He goes, yeah, the battery. And I said, it's called battery. It's not spelled B-A-T-T-R-Y. It's battery, B-A-T-T-E-R-Y. I was giving him a hard time. He goes, you know what I mean, you wise ass. So I thought it was funny, battery. So anyway, I got the batteries unhooked. And we're going to weld a bolt onto here. And we'll see if it'll come in a halfway decent manner. Alright, had to go swap batteries out in the old GoPro. I welded that on there. Just going easy. I see a little bit of moving, guys. All right, let's see if we can just get lucky, maybe, and get some penetrating oil to soak in there on it. Wow, is it that hot through that shaft already from welding on that little bolt? Pretty wild, huh? Just going slow. I better make sure that I got plenty of thread sucked up in there in that. Oh, this is the kind of shit that I hate. Could be putting the damn thing back on there and getting on with life. They're getting this rusted pile of shit out of here. It's like, I hate that kind of stuff. It was going, and all of a sudden it just kind of quit. Still might end up having to put some heat on that thing to get it out of there. Get a rag to wrap around that. Means I don't have a glove. Kind of deaden the blow on that. Kind of hurts my hand. Yeah, that feels a lot better. My old slide hammer's falling apart on me. It's just going slow. Well, guys, I'll keep hammering on this and we'll get her out of there. Then I'm going to take a die grinder clean this hole up real good with a flapper wheel, and then Anna sees the hell out of this pin when I stick it back in there. Alrighty. Yeah, look at the rust in there. I'll clean this hole out. Man. Oh, where's my new pin at? There's my brand new pin. Alright, well, air compressor fired up and we'll clean that hole out. Alright. Now, just get the planetary gears to all get splined up. Let's get a couple bolts halfway started in there. it. I don't want to get my bigger heel bar in there, but then get to that bottom one with this impact. I'd like to get most of them as sucked up as tight as I could before I let all that weight hang on there. A lot of weight. Dang it. Well, that should be enough to hold it, I would think. Had a guy in Germany send me a, oh, by the way guys, if you guys are trying to get a hold of me on Facebook, it's the second time that I've been kicked off Facebook for no reason. I don't even post anything on that Facebook shit, and I still get banned, but whatever. But anyway, I had a guy here, oh, it's probably been a week or two ago, from Germany, send me a message, and he's having troubles with his 8520T, I believe. With his 8520T, what was it doing? I'm trying to remember now. He was having troubles with it, drive sprocket spinning in the track, and they increased their track tension pressure to 2,900 psi. They must have came out and cranked the relief down. That's the only thing I can think of. Must have cranked the relief down on it to make it do that on the pump or something to make it go to 2,900 psi, you know. But I'm trying to think what a cure could be. I mean, the only thing I can really think of is make sure that your drive sprocket, you know, back here, make sure you have plenty of good meat on your drive sprocket. You know, they're kind of notorious, to be honest with you, they're kind of notorious for doing that. If it gets real wet, they're kind of notorious for spinning that drive sprocket. I don't know if I have a solution for you. I really don't. Oh shit, let's get this, plenty of it on here because we want her to seal up. Put it in there. I don't know if there's a solution on that. Make sure though, on these John Deeres, I've done them before, like you were telling me, you almost got to have that hose, because if you're not, it's hard to get the coupler off, and then you get air in them, you know. So you almost got to have the right hose to hook up to that. Well, I'm just gonna have to do all those by hand. There's just no way around it. And I'm gonna have to see what the torque is on it. We used to harvest our strawberry plants in the, in the fall, and then we dug at night, and then at nighttime that moisture comes up, and it'd be wetter than hell. And if it got wet enough, but we were in pretty sandy ground too. But if we got into heavy ground, yeah, we would have troubles with them spinning in there. This thing here is going to get done and it's going to get put right to work. But I'm going to go drive it first for about a 5-mile trip, make sure everything is okay on it. I bet these are going to be torqued about. I can get those with the impact. I'm guessing these are going to be torqued to probably about 300 or 400 foot-pounds. Alright guys, I gotta get my laptop fired up and look the torque up. 450 foot-pounds. Should be good and tired by the end of the day today. I don't look forward to doing that other side over there. There's no room over there. God. Gonna have to get an extension or something out here. Shit. Dan over at Freightliner, Northwest Freightliner. They're the Detroit dealer. Trying to get all the specs on the quotes on the parts for the Detroit in there. Another question I need to answer is Don Ball asked me a question why a new cylinder head. Well, Don, there's a couple reasons. The first reason is the machine shops in this part of the country are I just gave up on them. I mean, they'd have my engine for 2 months, 3 months, and you know, I understand that people get backlogged, and I understand that, but when I get backlogged, at least I try. You know, I'll work till 8, 9 o'clock at night. Those guys, they're going to do their 8-hour day, they're going to go home at 5, and they don't give a shit if they're 3 months behind. No. Tough shit, you know, they don't care. And I just got so sick of that stuff that I just get a reman head for them and I'm done. I put it on and I'm gone. The other thing, the why I'm putting a new cylinder head is that I've rebuilt some engines before that the heads looked good, and then they've lasted half a season and they dropped a valve, you know, or had a valve stem seal leaking and it started having some blow by through a valve stem seal. And so it's just, for my end of things, it's just so much better if I just change the cylinder head out. When I do an engine rebuild, I'll leave, if the customer wants, I'll leave the injection pump alone, but I always change the injectors, because that's another lesson I learned. And actually I got lucky, it wasn't at my expense. I was working for the company and I in-framed a 3126 mechanical and a 45 Challenger, and the damn thing I reused the injectors in it, Well, that son of a bitch blew a tip off the injector at about 300 hours after we in-framed it. Well, we didn't in-frame it. That's a 3126. We had to bore it and all that shit, but it blew a tip off and overfueled and burned a hole right through the piston. Had to redo the whole damn thing. And ever since then, I changed those injectors. Wow. Finally tightened up. Okay. Gotta get that one. Just go over these again, make sure got them all. I know I got all those three. Let's see if we can get this one here. I'm gonna have to get an extension. Oh, and then another thing you always want to do is change your oil pump. You spend $10,000 or $12,000 or on parts to completely go through an engine, and then you fudge on a $400 or $500 oil pump because you don't want to spend any more money. Boy, you're just shooting yourself in the foot. Oil pump is always a real good insurance policy. Okay, did I get this one? I don't remember. Nope, I didn't. Got enough lead in my ass to... Okay. Yeah, I knew these were gonna suck. I'd rather be pulling on it if I could. So I gotta get up here somewhere where I can put my back against it to push on it. A lot easier pulling on it, I'll tell you that. Damn mid rollers wanting to turn while I'm standing up. I knew those weren't gonna be any fun. Be able to get a little more swing the lower I get though. There we go. Oh, let's see. You know what I need to do? I need to move that damn steering motor. Blow it off. Blow this out. Clean that out. We'll go ahead and stick it in there and get it out of the way. And finish torquing those down because the hoses and all that stuff are right in my damn way. Let's put the pilot, well, that pilot O-ring stay there, or is it gonna be in the way and give me problems? Let's put that up there. Okay, well, let me get some brake clean, squirt that out. I had plastic wrapped all around it, but you look and see all the dirt all over the top of the transmission that's everywhere. I need to pre-lube that bearing, get a little oil in there. Get my squirt gun and get that lubed up. Alright, let me go get my little squirt can and get that lubed. I already poured 15 gallons of oil in it. I'm gonna go ahead and fire it up and just make sure I don't have any leaks before I put all that track and all that other stuff back on there. Gonna have a track tension light coming on. Alright, well, now we'll put the hub and the put the hub and or the drive sprocket and the track back on it. Alright.